All right, gotcha, gang. We're coming at you with the final part, GAX and glitter. So the GAX is the Gotchis Alchemica exchange. It is our Gotchi decks. It's our Gotchi decks. We got the FUD, FOMO, Alpha, and Keck. That's where you're going to be able to make your swaps. We are going to have it is a Sushi Swap V2 clone with some notable differences. The first one being that it is DAO owned liquidity. Now, what that means is that it comes from, as you recall from Gotchiverse Game Bible 2, click over here, the ecosystem 10% managed by Aavegotchi DAO, released over a 30-year period. So the DAO on liquidity, to jump back here, is from that 10%. It's from that ecosystem. And the way it's initially going to be valued is over here in the DAO forum. Coder Dan put a great post that is explaining how they came to a number. And instead of just saying that's the number and pairing a large lump sum of liquidity to it, there's going to be a smaller sum of 2,500 of each, 2,500 ghost to each FUD, FOMO, Alpha, and Keck pair. And that will be the initial limited small pool of liquidity. After a week, another 10,000 ghost will be paired with that. And then you can come here to find out more about how all of this is going to work. And point is, getting back to chapter 3, that is what this DAO owned liquidity is. And that's how you can think about it and go, once again, do your own research. And, everybody's in a different situation with this. So you need to just think about where you lie in this whole thing. Thing about having DAO owned liquidity is we can have lower trading fees because we're trading with ourselves and our friends. So we don't need a hard-coded trading fee in the contract. We can have a trading fee that is established by the contract owner who creates the pair. This allows Aavegotchi DAO to be strategic about which pairs it provides liquidity to, with the potential of attracting trading volume from other established dexes. Interesting. So the trading fees that are collected are going to go towards the player rewards pool. So it is going to be for incentivizing gameplay, whether that be just within the Aavegotchi community or trying to bring people from outside in with some of these play-to-earn incentives. And that's really cool. That's the three things that really set us apart from other dexes. And it is exciting because we also have a huge difference with our native token, Glitter. Glitter is not going to be a governance token over the DEX. We already have Ghost. We already have a DAO. We already have our snapshot and the ways that we have of handling things. And I'm sure those things are evolving and changing over time, but Glitter won't be part of that. Glitter is instead going to be used to speed up time, if you want to think about it like that. One glitter is equivalent to one block on the POS network. So what that means is that you will be able to use glitter to build your structures faster, like your altar, your lodge, your harvesters, all of these things. You'll be able to use glitter to make it faster. And the other thing you'll be able to use it for is for channeling more often. So instead of only being able to channel with your guild once a week, you might be able to channel more often than that by spending glitter to speed up times between channeling. Here you see the glitter tokenomics. It is 1 trillion distributed over 30 years, 10% in the first year, and the remainder over 30 years with a halving every 4 years. So glitter is a finite resource. So is time. So it's good that you can trade time for glitter because they're both finite. One glitter equals one block of build time in Gotchiverse. You spend glitter in GBM guild wearable auctions, and you spend glitter to reduce time before the next guild channeling. Yeah, we really focus on this time thing, but I think it's interesting here when you think about glitter in the GBM. So you can potentially, if the GBM, it says for guild wearable auction, but I wonder if that's also going to apply for wearable crests. Probably. So what's cool is, say you're the losing guild, you might still have made a substantial amount of profit in glitter and be able to position yourself better for the next time around. So that like I said, even if your guild is second, third, fourth, fifth, or unknown, you can always come back and make big come ups by the decisions you make as a team based on what you see other teams doing and based on what you see the winner doing. You can put yourself in a position that makes the top dog have to pivot quickly because you come up with something different. And yeah, how do you get glitter? Well, you're going to take your LP tokens from staking into the pairs on the DEX. By adding liquidity to those pairs, you will be able to get LP tokens that you put into the Master Chef contract to get glitter. And all glitter spent in-game is burned. So it becomes even more finite over time. And the GAX will go live before the main Citadel release. So that's interesting too. So we're going to see the GAX go live. We are going to see, what else? Oh yeah, wait, I don't even want to cut it off here, guys. I was going to stop, but I don't want to stop because, one moment. I want to get into the recipe book real quick. Oh, gotta reload. I wanted to do a separate video for the recipe book, and then I realized that I didn't really understand everything in it enough to do that. Oh, still not loading. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I realized that I just didn't know enough to get into the recipe book at that time because I didn't know what an altar was. And I was digging around and I couldn't quite find out what that was. But now we know that an alchemical altar, you need this. This is going to be free. Your level 1 is free. You're just going to make this on your parcel. Every parcel gets one. However, your Gotchi UBI is for your Gotchi, not for your parcel. So it's not about touching your altar every day. It's about having your Gotchi touch an altar every day. If I'm understanding that correctly. So your altar is very important because you also cannot build any of your structures past the level of your altar. So if you have a level 3 altar and a level 3 lodge, your lodge is stuck at level 3 until you build a bigger altar. So leveling up your altar is going to be very important because it also affects your UBI and your spill out rate. So you want to level up this altar. That's going to be very important. And you're probably going to want to spend glitter to level it up a little faster. But you also need to think about you're only going to be able to move as fast as the amount of Alchemica you're able to make. So this is a big part of your strategy, is this altar. It really is. And then your lodge is going to be very important if you are running a guild. It might not be as important for a solo Gotchi who just has their little humble parcel and they're just getting their UBI and they're part of a gang with their friends and maybe you don't need a lodge. You know, maybe you save up and you work with your teammates and you help build the team lodge, and you give yourself a good spot in that guild as an important member by the contributions you make, just like other DAOs and other guilds within DAOs. So, like I said, I'm really interested in the aspect here of teamwork and working together, and how community is going to be very important to doing better and going farther in this game, more than just being a whale. Although I'm sure being a whale can't hurt. So then, harvesting is not going to be open right away at the game, but we have harvesters for every Alchemica. So you've got your FUD, FOMO, Keck, Alpha, harvesters, and then you've got walls. As we discussed in the community call and over a couple of other community talks, the walls are going to be for defending your property, obviously, but liquidators will be able to attack your wall and hurt your wall. Gotchis, however, will not be able to hurt your wall. They'll be able to try to pass through it. And I think that is based on your spookiness meter, whether you will be able to pass through or whether there will be significant like pushback from the wall. So that's really interesting to know, and interesting to see how it's going to play out in the game. And then we have our reservoirs for each of our Alchemica. So that is the recipes that we have for now. I'm sure there are going to be more structures and more things we can do and more things you can spend Alchemica on, both inside your lodges, I'm sure, and then also just other structures to put on your parcels. Like I said, don't forget to go back and read Chapter 2 to understand these alchemical supply allocations and understand where the money comes from, where it's going, and all of these things. In these last videos, we've been talking about the money that comes out for channeling, the money for the ecosystem for the GAX, and then we've also talked about gameplay. So come back and check this out on Chapter 2. Go check out the DAO forum, of course, but especially check out this one from Coder Dan about how we are valuing Alchemica in the beginning. And then let's look forward to Chapter 4, where we're going to really get into estates, exact wearable traits, and a lot of other stuff, and probably some more clarity around crests and how that's going to work, because now there's been a lot of discussion about that. If you're watching this fresh, then you need to be there March 8th, 2 p.m. UTC for stress test number 4. It is going to be an XP event. You did not hear it first because it's already been announced in the Discord. But, yeah, you should be there. I'm going to be recording that call and probably doing some gameplay on Twitch as well. And hit me up in the comments. Tell me how I'm doing. Let me know if these videos are terrible. Let me know what you think. Hit all the buttons on the screen. And definitely go follow me on Twitch as well. I need some love and support over there. I am going to be doing live gameplay. I also, a lot of you may know, I've done an Aavegotchi themed album that I'm working on some NFT drops for. If you want to be involved as a visual artist, please get at me. And yeah, so follow me on Twitch, because that's where I'll be doing more music, live gameplay when the realm opens. I do the Gotchi calls there. So yeah, love and support you, brother. And I will see you in the Gotchiverse, friends. Thank you.